Hi, I'm Corey.
And I'm Kara.
And this is the Storyteller's Travels. Today we want to do a tour of our rig, our setup, show you what we got, and we'll get with it. I'm going to do the tour of the outside of the vehicle, the truck, the camper, and everything, and then in a few minutes, Kara's going to show you the inside. So we'll start off with the truck that we just recently purchased for our camper. We got a F350 dually with the diesel motor, a 6.7 liter power stroke, and it is really an excellent vehicle for this camper. It handles it way better than a smaller truck could. Now, going with the Ford, one of the things I love about the Fords, honestly, is the back seat of these things are huge. They're enormous, much bigger than my Ram was. So when you're in a truck camper, you are limited for space. And with the extremely large back seat, we're able to keep a cooler in there. I got tools in there. We can keep clothes. We can keep whatever we need in the back seat of our truck. And it's really enormous. Now, we bought this camper. It's a 2003 S S Ponderosa. It's a 2003 Ponderosa. When we bought it, we didn't realize it was leaking. The S campers are known for having these bubble windows on the front. When we got it home, we realized that the front end was rotten. So Karen and I actually rebuilt the front of this camper, and we deleted the windows, and we went with this siding, this hardy board plank siding on the outside. I'm not sure if that was the right thing to do or not. Now you can see it is an older camper, and this tin will not come clean no matter what I do. We bought an older one just to see if we enjoyed it, and we're using it, and we're loving it. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but we do indeed love it. Now, it is a short bed camper. It's an 8.5 SC, self-contained. Now, a lot of people don't know this, that you can carry a short bed camper on a long bed truck. And it actually works out really well. With space being as limited as it is, we have a large open area between our cab and our camper where we can put tables and tools and firewood and chairs and really anything we need. And it also works out good because your center of gravity stays very close to your axle. It works out perfect. And really, I gotta tell you, the short bed camper on a long bed truck really works well. I love it. Now, you can see we have an awning on the side. We have a space. We have two batteries, two 12-volt batteries on the inside. We have our city water hookup right here, and we have our freshwater fill tanks. Got our exhaust for our furnace and our refrigerator. Now, we use the fast guns with the torque lift tie downs, and it works excellent. This camper doesn't move on this truck. When I strap it down, it's locked in. She's good. Now, I will say this S camper, when I first put it on this Ford truck, it fit in my Dodge fine. When I put it in this Ford truck, the cab over actually laid on my sunroof. So I had to build a platform to sit this camper on to get it up above my truck. But it works great. Excellent investment right here. A little fold-up garbage can, folds up flat, it works great. Now, coming around the back, this camper is equipped with a, oh, did I lock it back? I did. We do have a 2.5 Onan Cummins propane generator. I think it's 2.5. And it's not Onan Cummins, it's a Generac. I thought it was Onan Cummins. So this little guy will indeed power the whole camper. Air conditioner, everything we need, microwave, works really good. And runs off of propane. We can start it from inside, no issues at all. Now, something that is quite handy on this S is we have this basement drawer that is basically about 6 feet long. We can put whatever we need in it, and it gives us quite a bit of storage options. Now, under here is where we would empty our tanks at. It's just a connection for our sewer. The black water, gray water, and the sewer all come out of one nozzle, so you don't have to switch them up. Now, this is the exhaust for the water heater. Now, the low water heater, I think it's a little 6-gallon water heater, and it really heats up quick. We don't have an issue with it. We do have electric jacks on here. They are all remote control, makes it very easy to load on our truck. And that's something else I wanted to mention. Believe it or not, it's easier to load this camper on a dually. With the single rear wheel truck, you got a lot of space that you really got to get it lined up. Well, with the dually, there's only a couple of inches inside those legs where those fenders will fit. So once you get those fenders lined up to fit, she's lined up, back it on up. Now, if we come around the side, you can see we do use a water filter, and we have a regulator on it. We have our little outdoor shower, and then we just got some extra storage space. Our inverter's in there, but we'll keep our hose in there after it's dried out, you know, extension cords and whatnot. And right here is just access to your plumbing. That's the inside of our bathroom right there, and there's all the water heater. So here's all your plumbing.
And our toilet paper fell in there one time.
Yeah, yep, yeah. Our toilet paper holder is right there. Carol was calling me to come around outside to get the toilet paper. Now we've got the 110 volt, you know, household plugs, cable, telephone, not gonna be used ever. Our electrical connections, and we do have two 5-gallon propane tanks on board with us. And as I was saying, our jacks are to fold out. They are the dually jacks, so the truck fits under it. And once again, man, this dually, this long bed truck with this short bed camper really allows us to have a lot of extra space, and it works out really well. If you were ever thinking, could it be done? Can you put a short bed in a long bed? Absolutely, you can. No problem. Center of gravity stays good. The truck drives great. I love it. So I think Karen's gonna take you inside and show you around.
Yep.
Oh, one other thing I wanted to mention. Hold this, babe. One thing Karen and I do. One thing Karen and I do also is we do carry 2 electric bicycles with us. So I have a 4-foot extension in my receiver, and here's our bike rack. So we can carry the bikes, and the bike rack sticks out far enough. If we need to leave it on, there's no problem. We can still access the camper, and the bike rack actually leans back, and I'll be able to access my sewer hoses and everything with the bike rack in place. So that's something else I wanted to point out. It's really nice. We do have a little back awning, not much to it, just very simple. We got a ladder, and that's about it.
Roof access.
Yep, we got roof access. Let's go on inside.
And now it's time for the inside tour of the Storyteller. You'll notice once you enter in the entryway that the dinette is immediately on the right and the bathroom is on the left. So the thing about truck campers especially is you're very limited on space. So you have to make good use of the space that you do have. Up here above the dinette is where we house paper supplies and snacks, some outdoor items. And on this side, same thing, we have little knick-knack things. We have our hammocks, some outdoor bug cutter, candles, my journal. We have several puzzle books and things like that in here, some games. It's really hot in here because the AC is not on right now, so you can hear me. But this section does pop down to on these things, and there's actually a mattress, so it makes a bunk bed, which is pretty neat. The dinette makes a bed, so it says it sleeps 5 comfortably. Probably not. We've definitely slept 3 when we evacuated last year. So coming into the kitchen area, this is where our heater vents are, our generator starter switch. We have a drawer down here. I've got some cutlery and some paper plates and stuff like that. The refrigerator is a, can't think of the word of it. It uses either gas or shore power. I don't believe it hooks up to battery. But anyways, it's pretty substantial for a truck camper. It suits the purpose for us. And then the freezer's up here. And this is the pantry. When you push this button and pull it out, we've got all of our canned goods, dry goods, condiments, some breakfast items, things like that. And this is our overhead or cab over bedroom area. And this side is my closet. I'm just gonna kind of open it because we added a 4-inch memory foam mattress, so it makes it a little harder to open it. This is the heater control. It does get really cold in here, so we have a curtain that comes across the entire way to keep some of the air out. Each side has a foot locker on the side of the bed, which goes down, I want to say about maybe 1.5 feet, 2 foot. And then we have overhead storage. Our escape hatch is up here. This is Corey's wardrobe area. Just kind of peek in there. And he has a drawer as well. This is our entertainment center. As you can see, the TV is microscopic. It's a 13-inch, but it gets the job done. And we've got lots of cables and wires and stuff in there. And then, coming down to the kitchen area, first off, you'll see this stool, which is pretty neat. Helps me get into the bed because it's a lot taller now. We have extra counter space that comes up when needed. We have double sink. And this is a drawer. We have electronics, wires, batteries, things like that in it. This is our radio system. This is our 3-burner propane stove and oven. It's a decent size for 2 people. Under the sink, we have our cleaning supplies, cutting board. Oh, I forgot to show this area too. This is the fuse panel. And then this is your water heater. So you would turn it on, turn the water heater on, and then we turn it off immediately. We don't leave it on, just to save on propane. This is our holding tank levels. And then this is the pump when you need to use the pump when you're not on shore power. That's the LP monitor, I believe. And down here was the carbon monoxide monitor. And then this is a really nifty trash can that I purchased because we don't have a lot of space, so this collapses when not in use. Up here is where I keep the coffee carafe, or the coffee pot for the coffee maker, coffee cups, different dry goods up there too, plates, bowls, silverware. This is our spice rack, which kind of took a toppling in the last trip. Under here is where I keep 2 pots, a pan, and a pizza pan. Under here is the coffee pot and some cups and my dish drain. This is kind of like a catch-all for us, where we just put little things that we use more frequently. In this cabinet, there's another coffee pot, surprise, but this one's a Keurig, it's 1 cup. The one that was further down was a big 8-cup or 10-cup pot. It's where we keep things like our outdoor mat, my wash and dry tubs for the dishes, the trash can, the pop-up trash can for outside, whiskey, paper towels, and we've got towels and koozies down there. Now we keep a damp rid in here. As you can see, it's getting kind of full because the humidity is really bad in Louisiana, especially right now. I can barely breathe. It's just so thick right now. So this is also our dressing area. The thing about a truck camper is it's so small and so compact that you really don't have a designated area for getting dressed, or undressed for that matter. This is it. This is where it happens. When you get out the shower, this is where you're drying off. This is where you're changing your clothes. So in here is the bathroom. And in this cabinet is all of our supplies for toiletries. This is the medicine cabinet. It's the sink, toilet paper holder, and we've got some hooks where we keep like a squeegee, because being a wet bath, you want a squeegee after you shower. Obviously, we take this mat out when we shower and use it to step on when we get out. You want to squeegee everything down, because the last thing you want to do is get into the shower in the middle of the night and have wet socks. So that's the inside tour of the truck camper. I hope you enjoyed.
So that's our truck camper. I think we got a really cool setup. It's really nice in here. Now you can see where we had to fix it. I'm not 100% sure how to finish everything, but I think it looks good enough to stay in, but we do want to finish it. The outside is what it is. It's an older stick and tin camper. I mean, they don't stay good looking forever. And we do want to upgrade when we do have a few grandkids and get something a little bigger. Get something with a slide out. I am a very large individual. I'm a 300-pound, 6'1" kind of fella, and this thing can get a little small, but we really do enjoy the opportunities it allows us to have. I would say we can go anywhere a pickup truck will fit, a big pickup truck will fit. We can fit. So
yeah,
that's it.
The thing about a truck camper is everything really has to have a space. You know, it's not a very large RV at all. So if one thing's out of place, you're tripping over stuff.
Yeah. Oh. So yeah, like she says, it's a tiny little space. It is cozy. We did add that thicker mattress, so it does make it harder to open and close the cabinets. But I tell you, I sleep 100% better on it. Like really good. It is quite comfortable in here.
Yep.
If you like the content, please thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We will have plenty more videos coming your way. And this is the Storyteller's Travels. Until next time.
See ya.